So, to help students activate their senses, build vocabulary, and gather ideas that will make their composition on both cheesy ramens and more detailed and lively, we can start with a warm-up activities. We can first display a picture of the actual ramen packet. You can ask them, what do you notice? What stands out on the package? This will help them with visual vocabulary. So we can sensory mapping. We can use sensory mapping to help with the composition. We can ask them questions like, what does it look like? What does it smell like? What flavors do you expect? The texture, is it soft, chewy, creamy? Any sounds while cooking or eating? And this will help the students brainstorm words or phrases in each category like orange sauce, the stringy cheese, steam rising, spicy aroma, cheesy scent like hot, creamy, fiery, savory. And this will provide strong descriptive vocabulary for their composition. We can also use quick pair share, like a 30 seconds to 60 seconds. You can have the students turn to a pair partner and share like what do they like or dislike about spicy ramens. Have they ever eaten spicy buldak ramens? What was it like? And this will also activate personal experiences and help them generate ideas also for their composition. By doing these activities, students can build a topic sentence. As a class, you can create 2 to 3 example topics, sentence such as like, Buldak cheesy ramens is one of the spiciest but most delicious noodles I have ever tried. So these are some activities that will help in guiding pupils to write a many activities will help students to create coherent and impactful pieces of writing.
Guided writing technique. The teacher will tell the class to choose one animal for us to write about. So she can suggest that the class lists some animals, the pupils list some animals, and then choose one together. For example, the dog. After choosing it, the teacher will construct a simple sentence. For example, I have a dog. She will then tell the children that it is a complete sentence because it makes sense and it tells something. She will then write the sentence on the board, leaving space after each word. So she will write I space, have space, have space, dog, full stop. This helps pupils see how words are separated. She would then point to the words on the board and have the children read aloud together. I have a dog. She will then point to the first word of the sentence and tell the children that all sentence begins with a capital letter.
Activity 3, Independent Writing. Using composition buldak cheesy ramen with the time being 15 minutes. For the independent writing activity, we would give pupils the opportunity to write their own short guided composition based on the model we discussed. How to make buldak cheesy ramen. This allows them to apply the structure and vocabulary they learned during the lesson. Now for introducing the task, I would say to the pupils, now that we have read and discussed the composition on buldak cheesy ramen, you will write your own sample. How to paragraph. It does not have to be about ramen. You may choose any snack or food that you like to prepare. To support those who struggle with ideas, I would give examples like making tea, frying an egg, preparing Milo, making a simple sandwich. Number 2, given the writing prompt. I would write on the board how to make, I would leave how to make blank so they can fill it in. I would explain, fill in the blank with the snack you want to write about, just like the ramen composition. You should write the steps in order, first, next, then, and finally. And number 3, modeling before they begin. I would demonstrate a brief sample on the board. For example, how to make tea. First, boil some water. Next, add your tea bag or loose tea. Then, pour the hot water into a cup. Finally, add sugar and milk if you like. I would point out now clear step-by-step order, use of sequencing words, complete sentences, and neat handwriting. This helps pupils understand what their own writing should look like.
Now I would distribute a writing sheet with lines and say, begin by writing your title, then write 3 to 4 sentences explaining the steps. When you finish writing, you may draw the food item at the bottom of your page. Now while the students work, I will walk around and help the ones that are struggling with spelling, reminding them to use the capital letters and full stops. Also encourage them to check their orders of steps. Now when you're near at the end, I would say 2 more minutes. Please complete your final steps and check your work. Make sure you have all the punctuation correct, you have capital letters, and this also ensures that they finish on time and prepare for sharing.
Okay, children, since you have finished your composition, we have another activity. Be drawing a bowl of ramens, and you'll be making 3 sentences based on the composition.